It's Shawn Lamb here for Streaming Media Magazine, and I'm here with Tim from vMix, and we're at NAB 2023. Now, Tim, this isn't your first kick at it. You guys even have your own museum up here with some vMix artifacts. Let's start off with GPU unlocking from NVIDIA. What has that allowed you guys to do in terms of the NVNC encodes and bringing that to the masses, I guess?
Yeah, it's just recently, I think, I can't even remember now. It's the last few weeks have been a bit of a blur, but the latest NVIDIA drivers has allowed for 5 hardware encodes. So that kind of opens up a lot of people to doing like 3 streams and 2 recordings of their production, or ISO recordings if they wanted to as well. So there's it's over the years, it was 2 for the longest time, and now they've doubled it and then added another one over the last little while, which is awesome.
I think a lot of producers in the past started with camcorders, but as things went to PTZ or PTZ, as Canadians and Australians can say properly, PTZ cameras, the ability to record in camera hasn't been there unless you're in Quadro card-supported workstations. But now in a laptop system with a GeForce consumer card, now we can ISO record a couple and stream, and record. So it's really kind of neat. It's probably had you guys pretty excited about that announcement.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of found out about it through forums without actually seeing the NVIDIA release, because the release notes, it was kind of hidden in the actual release notes, not the main press release. So I had to dig down and prove that it was there. And then as soon as I realized, and I was like, yes, went through all of our machines, tried all our 30, 20, 40,000, 4,000 series cards to make sure it would work. And because these sort of things, vMix is only controlled by whatever the driver allows. As soon as they added it, you could do it in vMix. So update the drivers, and then it goes from 3 to 5, and you don't have to do anything else. So yeah, it was very cool.
Excellent. Now, in our own workflows, we're doing a lot of NDI. One of the things we haven't touched on too much yet is SRT. So help me with that. What is SRT? How do you guys support that? Where is it utilized?
Yeah, so mainly with SRT, like NDI is more local, so you kind of local network on your LAN, whereas SRT is more of a WAN sort of situation where you're going outside of your local network, where you're doing remote content. So you can send an SRT, which is secure, reliable transport, sending a stream from one point via the internet to another point somewhere else. So it's typically being used now for people that are running vMix in an AWS instance, where they're running local cameras, but then mixing and switching everything via the cloud. So it's all about remote point-to-point video.
And in a reliable manner too, right? Just using the available internet that you have, the data, whether it's mobile data or some Ethernet, but not having to really go up to satellites and have other types of transportation protocols.
That's right, yeah. So you're kind of taking out the whole satellite, not completely, obviously, but it's the people that are doing a production where they have good internet access. You can set the latency on the stream to provide the best quality coming through. So it's been really good, especially we had support prior to 2020, and it's good to kind of people that wanted to do remote productions that couldn't be on premises due to COVID and different distance protocols. Great to have SRT as an option.
Now, you also have other protocols that are supported. I think LiveLAN is one of them. Is that correct, in terms of taking video from vMix, sending it out just through Ethernet to projectors that are connected? How does that work?
Yeah, so that kind of works. It's a little bit different because we have a lot of people that just want to display a local feed of their stream. And we were like, how do we go about this? Because NDI will need a decoder on the other end. So we thought we would try using HLS to provide a stream to just a local network. And then most smart televisions have a browser that allows you to just put that in and you can play it. The only problem with HLS is that there's a bit of a delay to make sure that everything's smooth and right. So there's about a 10-second delay on that. But it's typically, if you're not viewing the same area, like if it's in a different room, it's usually fine. Yeah. So it's probably not perfect for everybody, but it's a solution for a lot of people.
Yeah, and then I guess that's the thing, right? It's just having these options, these solutions that are inbuilt, that aren't reliant on separate hardware decoders or solutions, because that's the thing, right? A lot of times in a live environment, the client comes and says, we have too many people in the room. We now have to have an overflow room. How can you help us? And by the way, the room is 1,000 feet away and too far to run, cable straight there. So it's an option.
Yeah, and you don't want to run a stream and then have somebody load up YouTube on their phone in order to watch the stream that's in the next room and that type of thing. So, yeah.
But what else is new under the hood with vMix?
In 26 that we're showing today, I think it's the first trade show. I should have written all of this down before coming to NAB, but it's our first trade show since we released 26, which has a stream delay for people that want to kind of stop cheating with their esports, where you can set a delay on the stream so people can't be like stream sniping if you're into that kind of thing. 15 mix effects have been added.
15 now. Oh, I love the mix effects, by the way. When you brought out the initial few, I'm like, I need more. So tell the viewers, how does the mix effect work and why do I love it so much?
Well, it kind of allows you to create a separate input, which can be an output. So you can kind of have, say, an overlay or an output that you're sending from vMix with its own transitions. So you can have kind of a sub-mix, I guess. So you can have your own separate sub-production within a production, and now you can have 15 of them for various things. So you could be sending a mix out to a big screen, but also overlaying that in vMix and using the transitions the same way. All sorts of stuff that you could be potentially using it for.
Yeah, I use it all the time with templates. So we'll have like multi-view templates with 3 remote panel presenters and then a PowerPoint and bugs and things like that, logos. And then if the mix of presenters change, I just simply switch in the mix effect which one is assigned to that one, and it's just submixes. It's just giving me more tools so that I don't have so many inputs I'm switching from. I'm just mixing the submix within input number 2, for example. And yeah, it's a great feature there. So
we added SRT replay. So people doing remote replay, you can do SRT in the replay now in vMix, which is pretty handy if you're doing remote sports. And we added a bunch of vertical production stuff. So a vertical HD essentially, so 1920p alongside a widescreen. So you could do a widescreen 4K or 1080 and also a vertical. So you get high quality vertically and horizontally if you really want that. And title templates and that type of thing for
yeah, I mean, vertical video makes me cringe a little bit, but there are applications. There's need for it.
You'd be surprised. Like, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of different avenues for vertical now. So yeah, I know this is broadcast, but
in signage, it definitely is a huge usage for signage. There's a lot of vertical displays, and it doesn't matter what we think of it. If it's needed, it's nice that you guys support it. So, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Tim. This has been Shawn Lamb here for Streaming Media Producer at NAB 2023 with vMix.